the problem with this announcement of opening cinema, it came so sudden without proper consultation, even to the LGU's concern. There's a collatilla in the guideline of the IATF that the mayor will have an oversight on the opening of the cinemas and other similar establishments. And that's the reason why, particular here in Marikina this morning, I issued an executive order invoking local autonomy and in the exercise of the general welfare clause of the local government code, providing that local chief executive can exercise appropriate incidental and necessary powers in order to ensure public health welfare. Yung data namin dito yung number of cases is still not flattened. Yung curve is not yet flattened at gumagalaw yung numero namin. Kaya we deem it necessary not to open cinemas.
Yeah, Mayor,
baka maging super spreader ito
Mayor, I was going to ask you kung nakonsulta kayo, pero nasagot nyo na and therefore,
No.
that's why my next...
To be candid about it, no.
Yeah, and that's why I want to rephrase my question and reframe it. What's going on? This is the second time. I mean, before there was the matter of reopening malls, there was the matter of allowing allowing minors to go out, and every time there's this pushback, and every time we have this conversation as to whether or not the LGUs were consulted. Has that never improved? And to be fair, are the protocols to you actually should be clear enough?
Mga discussion na ganito, mga deliberation on the protocols, on the guidelines is becoming after the fact. After everything has been announced, we will discuss protocols and guidelines. This is really a problematic proposition. I think a whole of government approach is not happening in this matter. Kailangan talaga synchronize yung efforts at yung mga decision between the national and the local government units. Kami yung narito nasa ground, kami yung nakakaranas. In fact, when we heard the information coming from the IATF, I consulted some cinema owners here in Marikina, in our city, if they are also in favor. They have some apprehensions that without a proper protocol and guidelines to follow, viral transmission, there's a greater risk that increase in number of COVID cases will increase in the city.
Actually, yun nga rin well, that's the question in my mind, no? How much of a stimulant will cinemas really be? I mean, because it's always a question of balancing, the health aspect and the economy aspect. So I'm wondering if this will really contribute to a large extent to, stimulating the economy and encouraging consumer spending. Mga sine, malaki ba talaga ang contribution nun?
Lucy, I have the same question with IATF when we're having meeting. What's the basis of the proposition, and is there really a necessity to open up cinemas? I think we should be more focused, for example, on manufacturing, on agriculture, food production, processing, food processing, to ensure that work areas in this sector be COVID-free. Pero ito hindi risk to a possibility, an opportunity to have a super spreader. Spending 2 hours in a cinema in an air-conditioned area,
Yes.
There's a study saying that it will increase by 18.7% transmission. Ito yung statement ng mga experts, and I think it's important that we should listen to our experts. We realize the fact and we recognize that there should be balance between health and economy. Pero data should be provided, figures should be discussed, and clear protocols and guidelines should be given to our people.
Where the pressure is coming from? I imagine you interface not only with the national government but also with the private sector. a lot of mall operators, as we said. Is the pressure coming from the mall operators? Is there a clamor from mall and cinema operators to reopen cinemas?
Well, definitely not. Actually, I believe the pressure is coming from the economic sector or the economic cluster of the IATF because they believe that opening up the cinemas will probably help with the economic recovery. However, the question should be, did the IATF consult the malls and the cinema operators? Because that's one of the things that I did when I first heard that cinemas were going to be open or were planning to be open. No? And, I read in the news that cinemas, if you open them, will provide jobs for 300,000 people. So that to me was a little bit unbelievable. And when I spoke to the mall operators, or I mean the cinema operators in particular, they're actually quite apprehensive about opening their theaters. Now, first, they don't think it's economically feasible at this point, some of them anyway. And others were saying, even if we opened up, what would we show? There are no distributors with any new films to show. So, and then I spoke to one mall with about 14 theaters, and they said, well, if we're allowed to open, we'll probably only open 2 or 3 of these theaters. So I really don't see the correlation between opening theaters and the economic growth. So, I don't think that's the solution to the economic woes of our country.
Ma'am, is
Mayor,
there
this
any?
is the second time that the mayors have opposed a suggestion of the IATF. And there's been a proposal for some time now that the mayor should be regularly consulted by the IATF on its decision making. What's the progress of this proposal?
Well, actually,
Matutuloy na siya.
in theory naman, kinoconsult kami, Ani, no? Like, for
In
example...
theory. What is that?
Well, natatawa si Robbie. Kasi, we found out about the IATF resolution opening up certain establishments. And then, of course, there was a discussion among the mayors. And then, now the IATF are going to meet with us on Wednesday. So, meron naman consultation, pero after the
For
announcement.
the fact.
Yeah.
Hindi, kasi parang ito na yata yung pangalawang beses na naglabas sila ng bagong guideline na ayaw ng mga mayor, tapos withdraw nila, tapos nag-usap muna. So we're wondering ano ba talaga ang prosesong sinusunod dyan between the IATF and the Metro Manila mayors?
Well, dapat talaga, I would assume dapat i-consult muna tayo dito sa Metro Manila considering that we are, quote-unquote, considered the epicenter of the COVID-19 problem. And of course, we are also the seat of the economy of the country, no? So I would assume dapat talagang makipag-usap muna sa mga NCR mayors, no?
Right.
Pero minsan siguro nakakalimutan nila kami, and then pagkatapos nila mag-announce, syempre magkonting may media, so tatanungin kami, magre-react naman kami. So, naalala nila, ay, nakalimutan natin konsultahin yung mga mayors, tara mag-meeting tayo. So,
Actually,
nakakonsult naman kami.